And it just kind of like goes on the level of tokens. It goes chunk, 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 chunk. And there's an almost equal amount of compute for every single chunk.
Which, by the way, is fundamentally not how humans work. Just so you know, your brains don't do that. Your brains actually largely ignore most things, and it takes like 100 neurons for you to be able to see a cat. For you to look at a cat, it takes like virtually nothing. It takes literally the smallest amount of energy in the universe. It doesn't have to chunk the entire scene to go cat. You can just see the cat because your brain is super amazing. It's not human spirits. I think it's much better to just say reflections of the statistical response of a human. Like, I just don't understand why we can't.
This simulator, of course, is basically there's some weights involved, and we fit it to all of text that we have on the internet and so on. And you end up with this kind of a simulator. And because it is trained on humans, it's got this emergent psychology that is human-like.
At least he puts psychology in quotes. Okay, he puts psychology in quotes, which is good. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it appears to have psychological things. And I think a lot of the reasons why it appears to have psychological, whatever we call this, is because it communicates in human language. And so we then read it with our, like, how we think. And so therefore it's just like this. It communicates on our levels. Yeah, it LARPs. And so it makes us feel as if it has some sort of psychology going to it.
Of course, LLMs have encyclopedic knowledge and memory.
Autism spotted.
And they can remember lots of things, a lot more than any single individual human can because they read so many things. It actually kind of reminds me of this movie, Rain Man, which I actually really recommend people watch. It's an amazing movie. I love this movie.
By the way, did he just admit that the LLMs are massively destroying copyright? Did we just hear him say out loud that LLMs are just massively copyright infringement going on? Because that would be, at least in my head, pretty illegal. It memorizes all these books because it read all the books. How'd it read all the books, Andre?